going this early.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Out to the right wing. Harper with the ball. And it's Knight picking him up. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hardy. Bronx grabs the miss. Fires from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Cheatham. Outside Harper. Over Dawkins. Harper, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. He's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's Harper. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Lanier, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
The Hawks trailed by 9. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way.
I respect
now,
what you're
French
doing with
kids
Cheatham.
aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Kevin, back to you.
Give him a real shot.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. So for the Hawks.
What you talking about? No, I'm talking about what you did with Cheatham.
And here's Farrell. He'll bring it up for the Hawks.
Gave him a shot.
They
I'll
trail
let him
by
go.
11.
Fuck that ass.
Trying to get something going. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Fina. Whoa!
Nice. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep
I
attacking.
think Caldwell
and
is out there
executing.
rebounding his ass off.
The Bronx leading by 13. 1:03 left here in the opening quarter. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
From deep. Best can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From past the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Marks. The Hawks again can't hit. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Dawkins. Still scoreless. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Best. Here's Farrell. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Bronx with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Here's Cheatham. Fires the 3. No good there. The Bronx leading by 16. Left side, Irving. Pass to Ross. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Marks. No scoring in this one. Going inside. Here's Hardy. And it's off from three-point range. Iverson outside. It's tipped. Picked off in midair. Here's Farrell to the inside. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Offensive rebound. Left of the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Lanier. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Bronx leading by 16.
Why are we not calling any plays?
He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Inside, 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Lanier.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced them into a really tough shot. Try the fadeaway, but just couldn't pull it off. And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that.
Here's Irving. Atlanta with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. At that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here is Ross, following the bucket by the Hawks. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. 1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Harper. Ross grabs the board. The Bronx leading by 12 to the paint. It's hauled in by Lanier. 3 on 3. Harper wide open. And he gets it back.
Why are you doing
And
that
so
shit?
J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. .127 left to play here in the half. Pass to Ware. Now Moon. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. And it's slammed in by Moon.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. High post try. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Farrell. Here's Ware. Down low. Moon. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Moon's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To stop the drought. And they'll get another chance.
How did that shit go away?
Yeah, he might
The
want
closer he
avoid
got to
looking
the
over at
basket,
the
the more
bench
that
for a
shit
little
went
bit
down.
here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Back to Farrell. Gets it off. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Bronx leads by 6. Going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pass to Lanier. The kick out to Harper. Shot clock at 2. The second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Bronx leading by 8. Pass to Dawkins. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Bronx shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Good on both. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Harper. Pass to Lanier.
What are you doing?
First personal foul. First team foul.
Stolen.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
The Hawks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kevin, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back over to you, Kevin.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Hawks making a change here. The Hawks trailed by 16. Here's Marks. He has yet to score. Fast break, the Bronx rips down the breakaway slam.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Blacks. My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Oh, that's blocked. And they're able to recover. Farrell can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Shoots from 14, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
And that one, good. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And he slams it one-handed.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Nailed from three-point land. He's got 16.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Hardy. And out of bounds as the Bronx gains possession.
Substitution on the court.
The Bronx leading by 23. from 18 feet away. Good on the jump shot.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
The Atlanta shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Bronx making a switch here. And it's the Bronx with the ball. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. And stolen by Irving. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting. He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
The Bronx, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he sinks the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And so it's the Bronx rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. And it's been their rugged defense.
18.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And they go to the intentional foul. Ken, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on those.
Farrell versus Farrell.
The ball. Here's Farrell. No good from the wing. Into the lane. Farrell can't hit. Right side Hardaway. That 3 off the mark.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Assist from.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bronx.
Well, what I like is not only have they been forcing turnovers, they've been capitalizing on those opportunities.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense on it.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Back to Farrell. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Here's Hardaway, and it's blocked. Pass to Best. To the right side. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Goes up from the top of the key, and the jumper is good.
Well, we've all had those as coaches. That's a no, 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 yes type of shot.
Pass to Lanier.
Bronx foul.
Why do y'all niggas keep
And the
fouling?
Hawks making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Best. The Hawks again can't hit. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Out to the right wing. Fires the three. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, look, that's the matchup he wants there. Using his height to shoot that three right over the top.
And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Damn, that shit was excellent and wide open.
And here's Atlanta.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bronx.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it. It showed they were clearly
Nobody set no
the better team
screen.
in just about every
I didn't
single
call for
category.
that.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Can't hit that one.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Marks. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Moon, and it's slammed in by Moon. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Fires top of the key.
Yeah,
No good
niggas
that
tired.
time. Here's Marks. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Moon. Some solid defense from Knight. Knocks it loose. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 22. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Long range from the inbound, so no problem for the Bronx as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in.
Who, me? I didn't? Oh, that's interesting. Because look at the first quarter. February 28th. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I niggas had 25 offensive rebounds. And you had 27 turnovers. I don't know. I'm hoping Phenom is enough to be able to play point guard is enough to be able to get us to back to the mountaintop. Cause that nigga Harper be killing us in the playoffs. Whatever we doing to Farrell and Hardy, that shit worked. Yeah. Yeah, the way I was playing, leaving Hardy, yeah, I had to leave him. I had to. I'm never leaving him again. That's because I needed to double. I needed to go up and stop Harper from making them shots. Yeah, but that's why I went and moved Phenom to point guard. Cause now if he don't get the job done, then he just don't get the job done. He's tall enough, he's fast enough. He is. Nah, I ain't making no adjustments. The only thing I'm doing is setting my plays. Everywhere else that he goes is gonna be the niggas is tall and fast. They are. Oh, we'll see. If he ends up at small forward, I got 6'10" Malik Dawkins was 91 speed, 90 agility, 92 strength, 93 vert, 82 defensive consistency, 88 block. Oh, Harper's getting old anyway. So is Farrell. Same age as Harper. Oh, sucks we only had 3 games.